Now we have to see another property of definite integral, which is this property. The integration of fx within limits minus a to a dx, this is equal to 0 if the function f is odd function. Now what do we mean by odd function? By odd function we mean that this condition needs to be true. The condition is the function of the minus x, this should be equal to minus f of the x. Okay, this is the condition for odd function. And if the function is even function, that is, if this condition is true, that f of minus x is the same as the function of fx, so we write this integral as 2 times 0 to a, not minus a to a, but 0 to a fx dx, if f is given function. Let us understand this concept by an example. Now first of all, let us see a few examples of the function of even function and odd function. As for example, if we say if a function is equals to x cube, okay, now if I replace this x by minus x, then on the right hand side also this x will be replaced by minus x. So if I put minus x in place of x, so this is equal to minus x whole cube. Minus x whole cube means minus x multiplied by minus x multiplied by minus x. So minus multiplied by 3 1, minus multiplied 3 times will be given minus, and this will be equals to x cube. So f of minus x is equal to minus x cube, and x cube is originally fx, so we can say this is equal to minus fx. So this implies we can say f of the minus x, this is equals to minus fx. This implies this condition is true. The condition for odd function is true. So this function x cube is an odd function. Okay, so if I say find the integration of this odd function, suppose from minus 2 to 2, so if we have to find the result of this integration, and like x cube, integration of x cube within limits minus 2 to 2, so here a is equals to what? Minus a to a, so minus 2 to 2, so a is equals to 2 here. Okay, so if we apply this property, we can say since x cube is an odd function, so minus a to a fx dx, this is equals to 0. So without calculating anything, we can directly say the result is 0. Just to confirm, let's do the calculation for this question, okay, to check whether this property is true or not. So the integration of x cube will be x to the power 4 divided by 4, and within limits minus 2 to 2. This is equals to, first of all we will put the value of upper limits, that is 2 to the power 4 divided by minus 2, sorry, 2 to the power 4 divided by 4 minus, then we will put the value of lower limits, that is minus 2 to the power 4 divided by 4. 2 to the power 4 is 16, 16 by 4 is actually 4, and minus 2 to the power 4 is also plus 16, and plus 16 by 4 is again 4, and it is, there is a minus sign in between, so 4 minus 4 is actually 0. So this is how we can see that this property is being verified for this question. But also we can like say this, we can mention this property in the subjective question if it comes, and say since fx is odd function, therefore minus a to a fx dx equal to 0. Okay, so this is one problem. Let's see this question in your previous year questions. This question is of now let's see this question, which is of 2014 part 1, question number 12. So here we have to integrate this x cube sine square x cos x within limits minus 10 to 10, okay, with respect to x. So the function is x cube sine square x cos x, dx. So we can say fx is equals to what? X cube sine square x cos x. So if we replace this x by minus x, it will be f of minus x, this is equals to minus x whole cube sine square minus x multiplied by cos minus x. Now we should remember the formula of trigonometry, that sine of the minus x, this is equals to minus sine x, and cos of the minus x, this is equals to plus cos x. This minus signs come out of the sine function, but this minus sign is eliminated, or we can say digested within this cos function. There is no remaining of this minus sign when it comes with cos, so this is plus cos x. Okay, so this minus x cube will be like minus multiplied 3 times minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 will be minus, and x multiplied by 3 times is x cube, and sine square minus x, what it will be? Sine square minus x. We can write it as sine minus x whole square, because this power comes to the whole function sine. So sine of minus is minus sine x, and the whole square of minus sine x, minus multiplied minus to the power even, so it will be plus, so it is sine, and the whole square of sine is sine square x. So this is equals to actually sine square x, and cos of minus x, this is cos x. So we can now see that this is equals to minus x cube into sine square x into cos x, and x cube into sine square x into cos x, this is basically equals to fx. So we can say this is equals to minus fx, and this is the condition, f minus x is equal to minus fx. This is the condition for the odd function. Okay, this is the condition for the odd function. So by this we can say that since this is an odd function there, and a is equals to 10 here, it is minus a to a, so we can directly write that, we can directly say that the result of this function is 0. The result of this integration of this function within the limits minus 10 to 10 will be 0 by that property, by the property which we have just seen. So the answer is what? Answer is 0. What was the property? The property was basically minus a to a fx dx, this is equals to 0 if f is odd function, and we have seen that here f is odd because f of minus x, this is equal to minus of fx. Fine. So what is the correct option for the question? As we see the question here, the correct option should be the option E. Okay, so the option E should be the correct option. That's it for today.